Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money. Money Monday, the 17th. Here we are, 17th of October. Welcome on in. Max Wager winning free picks. Hope you had a good Sunday. You should have. I mean, let's be honest. If you got buried yesterday, you're a big favorite bettor, and you probably got crushed with all your Tampa Bay money line parlays, and an upsetting day for you for sure. But
how did the Green Bay Packers not win? They're
the Packers
8-point favorites.
Packers
oh
were
my
another,
God, they lost by 17.
I mean, I
Go
had
Jets.
too bad I didn't have the Jets at +10 with a nice lightning bet. Actually, they were called lightnings back in the day. I think they're called action now when you bet like per point how they're going to win. Anyway, let's grab ring the bell here. You don't want to miss out our daily free pick show here. In the chat, we got the BetMGM promo up. $1,000 risk-free bet. Go get it. And the 7-day steal is also posted in there. So, of course, you don't miss out on that. Let's get to new banners here. We put up our weekly recap, 16 and 17 with our free picks. We go 3 and 2 in the free picks, so we chip away there. Minus 260 in the video. But on the season, 47 to 26 rolling along with premium plays, 64%. And not too bad. So Chargers with the lead tonight. Teaser goes down again, just like college football. The teasers, this is why I don't play them, folks. And I say don't really jump into crazy stuff like this. I can't catch them. They always go 2-1, right? We had Jets, New England, a couple outrights there, and then San Fran in a pick'em. Although we did have the Falcons in the chat, so I kind of didn't think the Niners would lose that right. I thought it'd be a 24-23 type game, but again, I don't really love teaser action. There they are. Wrapping up the college football week at 20 and 21. And again, my college. Where's my college football? We go. Well, I know that's my NFL. College, we're still. There we go. We're just a game of about 500. We're scooting along. Obviously, a little bit on the losing side there. If you got a game or two over 500, not profitable right now, but we'll turn it around. We're right there with college, and of course NFL's rolling. And MLB 208 and 207 plus 29.10 on the season, 522 and 509, 515 and 518 plus 30, 244 plus 1620. Again, big difference on the totals, $1,500 difference. Just baseball. And I mentioned yesterday we're doing a quick recap of college. You know, you miss out on a couple of half points here and there, and it turns a 9 and 10 day into a 6 and 11 day. You start getting losses instead of pushes or a win. Shop around. Hockey, I don't even have any hockey today. Again, for hockey, I jump in, I start looking at SA, and I see like a 4-something fave, and I just shake my head. Hi, Toronto laying $5 tonight. I mean, I just can't. $2 faves on the road. Nothing really jumped at me. I mean, maybe you want to do.
Nick put up the Yotes.
You almost got to take the Yotes at that point.
He got him at 405. I called him like, did you really actually just do that? He goes, yep. I'm like, all right, fine, have fun.
I mean, how about an over here, right? You think, right? Maybe I'll go over in this game.
Which game again?
That's about
the Arizona one.
Yeah, what's the total?
7, I think.
It's 7 now. I know. It was they've given up 6 in every game. You know, giving up what? You know, not giving up, but they've lost 6-3 and 6-2. So obviously they score a point or two there. But listen, I'm not racing to bet hockey right now. I mean, I get it. We could make a little money maybe on some of these small lines. I get it. How about the Panthers? Maybe Florida. Ice. Here's the thing: if you want to stick around for a while betting, and I say this all the time, you don't got to run to bet these games. I mean, Maple Leafs on a puck line are $2. $2 on a puck line. No thanks. Last year we had a good video. NBA kicking off tomorrow. And real fast. So I wrote these lines down. Philly was +5. I said, I think when we were talking about it, I was like, I got to like Philly there. It's now a 2.5. Laker line has not really moved. 6.5 to a 6. I know it's you fade the banner raising, but I don't know. I might not have a play tomorrow in NBA. But we do got some NLCS tomorrow. Series bets from our friends at BetMGM. Padres in 6, Phillies in 7. 5-1 on either one. Obviously, I think this game's, we got two. What other teams here? If the Guardians, and again, I got no action today because I still got the Guardians to win here in 5 at plus, 5-1 here. So I'm not going to double up and bet Cleveland again. I had them yesterday thinking if they took out care of business there, I would have had a good payday because they're plus 550 to win in 4. Guardians win. I must say they're probably the hottest team coming down the stretch. But these two guys right here, I'll take 5-1. I don't think somebody's going to sweep. Padres in 6, Phillies in 7. Boom. That's what I like. If you're on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, I'm going to, you know what? I should throw these out here. Then add the Padres and Phillies on the Twitter feed, but it's on there now in case you're in the Twitter world. We did look at lines last night. Some movement, not as crazy as sometimes we've seen in the past with some of these numbers. But if you missed it, go watch it again. You should have watched it live. All right, let's get to the comment section here, see how everybody's doing on a Monday. We'll go first half Broncos game. Is that tonight? Oh, yes, we got Broncos Chargers tonight. Broncos have looked terrible. I get it. Can't be any worse than, right? I totally understand. It's not like you're going to get out coached by San Diego or LA. Coach is maybe not as bad as your guy, but 2 points. Money line, I hope you're taking there, right? Stimmy's in the house. Big day, I say. I'm glad you're dogging it up, Stimmy. You've come a long way. Look at this. Broncos plus 4.5 on money line and the under. There you go. I just kind of lean on the Chargers. I know Herbert's a hit away from being out. And as much as I loved a bunch of dogs yesterday, should I hold my nose here and say, yeah, let's take Denver today? I don't know. We've seen them in primetime score 9 points, 11 points, 16 points. The Chargers aren't awesome, but they'll get to 20. I know Denver's got a defense. Chargers are going to put up some points. I don't know if Denver can. Didn't bet a not jumping on it. Good day yesterday, Kim, right? New England, winner, Atlanta, Bills, Eagles. Only game I lost was Green Bay. Green Bay trouble. Well, what are you doing taking? Yeah. Well, what were you taking Green Bay for? Yeah, I mean, you were looking at lines. That line was 10 last week, and it comes crashing down. What are you doing taking Green Bay? They just continue to play down. I want to take the commies against them. Again, 5 with Taylor Heineke. At least that guy's a starter. People think that this guy's never.
The real question is: Green Bay bad, or is the Jets actually good this year?
Well,
and the real question is: why are you fading? Like why?
I mean, I think the Jets. I kind of like the Jets, right? We've had them several times this season. I mean, like every week it seems like we're saying do Jets stuff. But I don't think Green Bay is terrible as much as they just play down to teams. They play down, and when the other team could, like, Rodgers is not on any kind of connection with his team. And where's the other? Where's the other end? Can we get the running game going here?
Exactly.
Green Bay defense is solid. You do have a running back. I mean, here comes Minnesota. I can't believe people wanted to take Miami yesterday. Randy likes the Chargers. I like the Chargers as well here. I do too. I know everybody's good. I mean, I guess the smart play would be like, hold your nose, take Denver, extra rest. Can't be as bad as they look. They scored 9 points last week. They scored 11 the week before against San Fran, right? Was that the week before on TV? I mean, 2 weeks before. I don't even know. They had the Raider game after that, after they scored 11 points. It's just tough betting on Russell Wilson right now. And that all, and the head coach. Yankees, well, I'm pulling for Cleveland today. Pitt puck line, Ranger puck line, Toronto puck line, Red Wings puck line. So you're going to lay $2 on Toronto puck line. See, that's crazy for me. Although the Ranger puck line, that would probably be the only one I kind of look at here. How's Detroit? Detroit money line, a little home dog versus LA. All right, I understand. And for you LA backers, if you're going to go LA, I'd say go LA puck line. And we got the Leafs minus the $2 there, of course. And who are the Penguins playing? Montreal. Again, I mean, 2 puck lines. You got it, 255. I'm 4-3 in hockey. I am plus money. I think I'm just going to be a pass today. Jets, Jets. Coyotes plus 405. Yeah. Nick, I mean, you almost just got to take it. I'm just on principle taking a $4 dog. Right? I mean, they go with the Rangers puck line and Canes. I could do Rangers puck line with you. I don't begrudge anybody taking that one. And we got the Hurricanes against the Kraken on the road. I don't know. I might want to look at Seattle as a maybe plus the goal and a half if it's not too heavy. Here's a guy who knows a little bit about hockey. Ray Reddington. How's your weekend, Ray? Leaning on Chargers and the under. Maybe add Yanks money line, but over under. Yeah, Yankee game. It's a no bet for me. I'm invested. I got the Guardians for the series. Jameson Taillon, or as he is, Taillon. Jameson Taillon. Taillon. I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name now. Should give out little handbooks. I don't trust him. Give me Cleveland. I know probably I guess you want to lean over because you got a bad pitcher for Cleveland going. They're worst. But game 7, maybe this guy goes 3 innings. They just hit the bullpen. You bullpen it up. Sorry, I had a little frog in my throat. If Cleveland goes bullpen, clear edge here, I think. He gets out of the first couple innings and bullpen by committee. That's where Cleveland has the edge. If you're asking, I guess I would lean to the over. And I didn't want to say that, especially in a decisive game 5. Right? You think it's pitching, but I don't know. For me, nothing on this game. I already got the Cleveland future locked in. So move on from that one. Canucks, Vancouver. Plus 275 on a puck line. Reversing it up, taking a dog over the Caps. I can do that. Just Washington laying 140 is a little. I mean, I had them the other day. Puck lined them. Terrible. They look bad. What sport do I cap the best? I mean, it varies, Kev. I mean, we're having a great year in NFL this year so far. College is middling. Baseball, we have a huge winning season. I'd like to think NFL, and most people come in, they say, well, over the last 12, 13 years, I'm hitting about 55, 57% in that range. And people laugh, be like, that's terrible. I can do that. I put out a lot of games. You go to leaderboard. I mean, my games are probably doubled up of the anybody close to me. But obviously, I think NFL is probably my best. Baseball and college hoops right behind that. College football, I've had some really good college football years the last few seasons. Hockey, somehow I managed to grind out wins, although not knowing much about it, just playing in spots. NBA, I'll tell you, is my worst. It's my least favorite, especially regular season. And that about covers it. I'm not a golf guy or tennis, MMA, soccer, that kind of stuff I don't really get into. But with sports betting, like this season, we're having a great NFL season. I'm obviously got to trade a little more. Not, I should say that. I mean, things are going to change in another 2 weeks with college basketball. But that is why I kind of put NBA on a back burner, because it's during sports, college NFL football and college basketball, where I do a lot better over 15 years than I do in the NBA. But I could lose at any moment, Kevin. I'm not some clown who's going to come in here and, you can find plenty of jokers out there on TikTok and IG or Twitter say they're better than me, but we know they're not. Dave, how are you today? Like the Panthers? I mean, I said that earlier in the show, Dave. I said I kind of like the Panthers here. I'm laying a little low in the ice out of the gate because I'm trying to still get my college football. We're at, again, a couple games over 500, not where I want to be. So I've been kind of focusing on that lately. Write that down. Vancouver, reverse, $1.50. Free binds in the house. Jets win again. Wasn't on him, though. Didn't play any NFL yesterday. Right? You should have played NFL. Would have been a great day for people who don't know what they're doing, because you would have been like, oh, they're supposed to win. I'll go opposite day. If it was opposite day, you would have had a great one. I mean, had a good day. Could have been so much better. I mean, I'm not complaining about winning day, but I mean, whatever I was, 6-3, 6-3. I don't even, whatever. I mean, it could have been like 12-4 or something. Swaggy says under first half best play between the Broncos and Chargers. Until the Broncos start scoring some points. We saw him score points one time against the Raider team who I think's trash. Good to see you, Swaggy. Happy Monday. Jets defense is good. Brees Hall's good. Yeah, he's good. Jets are not a bad team, Stimmy. You're just in a tough. You're in a tough division here. Tough division.
Tough division, but if the Chiefs won yesterday, we would have been calling them the first place Jets. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah, due to tiebreaker in division, because the Jets beat the Dolphins and the Bills lost to the Dolphins.
That's right. So
the Jets would have had the upper hand in the tiebreaker.
Based on head-to-head tiebreaker. That's
based on divisional head-to-head. But we would have still been able to say first place Jets, but instead, and we would have been able to say the number 2 team in the AFC. But anyways,
that's, you know what? That's funny. When's the last time you can say first place Jets in October? You got to go back to probably the Sanchez days.
Here, I'll look up the last time the Jets were in first place. I'll be right back.
Michael, good morning. I want to take Cleveland, but I have them to win the series. Exactly. Mike, that's what I said. I got them. I got them to win in 5 for a nickel. I'm not gonna double up. I took them yesterday doubling up because I had them in 4 or 5. So I lost a little bit there, and I'm just gonna sit out. I mean, I'm not gonna come in. I'm not coming in. Last night I said on the show, I said for looking at lines, I was like, well, what's Cleveland gonna open, or the Yanks gonna open at like a 160? I think it opened at like a 157, 155. I'm not gonna lay the Yanks. I'm not gonna. You want to do a run line Yankees? I guess if they're gonna win, it's gonna be a 5-1 kind of win, right? Cleveland's has trouble scoring, so you take Yankees run line today. Maybe that's something you want to do if you want to work it out a little bit. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a 3-2 game. I think if the Yanks win, they're going to put up runs against Cleveland starter. Broncos in the points, Indians money line. Favorite day, NBA today. No betting allowed. And I wish. And the lines were up because I wrote them all down. I could have grabbed the Sixers +5, and now it's 2.5. And that's kind of crap where I'm like, this is why I don't like the NBA. And look at that. I wrote them all down this morning, too. Went through the lines. It's like any big numbers, nothing else really moved. You got a point move here or there, half points. I'm kind of liking, believe it or not, I want to take the Magic. That line went from 3.5 to 4, so that's not working in my favor there. I kind of want to take the Magic. I wanted to take the Bulls +6. The Nick line was 7.5. It's down to 6.5. Again, I don't know if I'll have anything tomorrow. I'll probably take the Bucks though. On not tomorrow. That would be those games are for Wednesday. On Thursday, I'll probably take the Bucks after Philly plays against Boston. Quackers took the Chiefs. Winner, Cleveland. Steelers winner. New England over Cleveland. New England minus 6. Hold on a second. Whoa. Oh, this is for next week. All right. You were in a show last night. Yes, Kansas City. Right? This line's only going to go up for KC. On Thursday, this was a 115 Kansas City. And I think I said on the show, one of them, whether midday money, I don't know what day, I said, Kansas City, you're going to have off a Bills game. Maybe it was looking at lines. I said, they win. Oh, my goodness. Kansas City's unbeatable. You got to take them here laying a short number. They lose. Oh, my goodness. KC lost. You got to take them. No way they lose 2 in a row. Forget about the fact that San Francisco loses outright to even add insult to injury. So the Chiefs line was destined to go up. This game's going to be 3 or 4. I wouldn't mind seeing it even get to 4 as people just bet on that. But once it gets to that 3.5, I think the sharps are going to come in and just on principle take the 3.5. Steelers, yes, against Miami. Could have got a 7 there. New England 6.5. Yes. Giants against the Jaguars. Sure. Falcons against Cincy. Yes. Do I think Hopkins is back? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Hopkins should be back next week because that'll be this week was his last game of his 6-game suspension.
So they're the Thursday game, aren't they?
Against
the Saints,
so.
Saints Arizona.
Oh God, that's gonna be an ugly one.
I kind of like the Saints.
I kind of like the under.
It's dropped down.
And if Hopkins is back, I'll go Arizona. Because this Arizona team struggled offensively. Now they're getting their best offensive weapon back.
Still got a terrible coach. I mean,
yeah, they do.
I mean, I had over 47 in that game yesterday.
They scored
9. My rare losers went up to 51, and they scored 3 points.
Yeah, they on offense they scored 3 points. They had the one fumble recovery touchdown and then missed the extra point. I had Arizona as one of my circus, so yeah, it sucked.
I mean, come on, Arizona. Terrible team. Sad about. Do I like the Raiders next week? Who we got the Raiders next? I mean, we're on next week football. I don't even know who the Raiders got next week. Against the Texans? Not kind of like the Texans plus 7. Definitely an overplay. Take the over there. Was able to boost the Nerfian baseball game to plus money. 6 outs in, but the yes run first inning is hit in every game. I know that's crazy, Tate. Right? You think playoff baseball, you'd be getting outs, and I understand the thing because I'm a no run kind of guy. Right? Your best pitcher, get the guys out. But on the flip side, it's like, well, these are the 3 best hitters on the team, or maybe the cleanup guy is good, but you'd think these are the guys who get on base, right? Your leadoff guy could draw a walk, get on base. Your second guy should be able to make contact. Your third guy's the best hitter on your lineup. But it's still playoffs. You think the pitchers would be ahead of. That's why I don't play them. I want to take the Broncos here. Ugly dog. Everybody's going to bet the Chargers. The line did come down. But here we go. And I'm all for holding. Listen, I'll take dogs. I don't care. But do I have to take a dog today? I don't have to do anything today. I don't got to take the Chargers. I don't have to take the Broncos. I mean, I like the Chargers. You know, I got my Cleveland. I might actually come in with Yankees run line today. I might do it for myself. I don't know. The NBA. I can't stand the NBA. Kevin just get his package. Don't be disappointed. Also get the Earl brothers. There you go. Give the Earl some spot. They're not too shabby, especially if you like betting. I mean, the two of us, we don't play games, but you got to be disciplined because, yeah, you go 7-3 one day, you go 2-6 the next, and then you're broke and thinking, oh my goodness, I got no bankroll. I mean, you can't bet like that. Yeah, I'm pretty good at college basketball. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
we love our college basketball.
Have the lines dropped yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah. It's worth a shot, right? Let's go check. November the 7th.
Get my package. He says bad wording.
Oh, God. Oh, you did it. Come on, dude.
Thanks, Tate the Great, my hype man. Corey Jones.
No lines yet. No lines
Yeah, I was
yet.
gonna say they're probably not up.
I had to check.
Yeah, still, I mean, still a little bit further out for that. Corey's checking in. Going to lean Green Bay when they play the Bills. I don't know. I've been taking the Bills. I'm not running for Buffalo. Nope. Mike loves the NBA. Again, NBA. For me, it's always been a here comes the run league, and now at least, and I've done it a couple times. I've said in here, I see these huge, big leads. Do I sometimes jump on an in game? A little bit. I'm not even watching these games. I just see the points, and I'm like, you take a couple flyers at plus points, or maybe I'm not a big jump into money lines when teams are down 28, but I'll definitely take these ridiculous in-game spreads. Everyone, just because I'm sitting around, definitely not watching NBA, but 56-22 at the half. Yeah, I'm gonna bet something in game on that. Who's ever getting their butts whipped? Kev, listen, $31.20 gets you a week of plays. And I'm going to tell you right now, we got limited stuff with hockey, NBA, and baseball right now. Just wait till Friday for the weekend. Get the weekly pass on a Friday. I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't get it on a Monday.
Why not? Why not get it on a Monday? Because you put your plays in early, and all of a sudden you get this week's plays, and then you also get next week's plays if you buy at the right time.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's why I kind of say if you're going to get them, Tuesday would be the best day because we put up our plays on Monday or Tuesday for college football.
Does that work out like that, or is if the plays are out of the window, they don't get them? I think.
I have not a clue. I have never. Sorry, I have been on the buying end of it once because I told Terry once he got on the site I would buy his first package, but I've never been on the buying side of it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
But I feel like if you got the weekly pass, you see whatever they put up.
Yeah. It's $31.20 with the promo code.
If anybody wants to confirm that, anybody who has, I don't know, but I have no clue. I haven't been on that side of it.
NBA, no defense, no play. Seriously. Tate cramps my package. Tate's always got sausage on the grill. I don't know if that's good or bad. What do you think Hawaii in the points this week? I do have some college football bet for this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I have 15 games.
Oh, it's the marquee matchup that we've all been waiting for.
Who is it? I don't even know who's Hawaii playing.
Colorado State. Woo!
Is Hawaii home?
No, it's in Colorado State.
And they're getting points?
Here comes the gross play of the week. I'm ready for it. Let's do this. It's going to be in that game. It's got to be in that game. It can't be in any other game.
I don't even want. I mean,
I'm going to find something from that game to have as my gross play of the week. It has to be. These are like the two worst teams.
I like Georgia Tech.
Who do they
already bet them.
Laying 3.5.
I got them. 7 days. Not bad. He will be back. So Hopkins is playing Thursday. I have future on under 8.5 wins for Arizona. Let's go. I said this at the beginning of the year, Tate, with the Arizona schedule. You had your best guy out. Kyler Murray's a mess. I don't like the coach. And then when he comes back, you're facing the meteor schedule. I think you're safe. I mean, really. So they have 2 wins. Say you give them a win here. 3 at Minnesota. No. Right? What are they? What's their record here? 2-4. 3-4, 4-4. Seattle. 5-4. Rams. They might actually beat the Rams now. Well, let's just try to look at this. Rams, San Fran, and London, I guess, are playing in neutral. really? So yeah, and the Niners, who knows? Are they healthy? Chargers isn't a gimme. Patriots at home, that's not going to be a gimme. You're playing New England coming to Arizona. That's not a gimme. Denver. I want to say, and that's at Denver. Who knows what Denver's going to be? They could be finding out themselves, or they could be a hot mess. It's going to be a game. That's not an easy win. Home versus Tampa. What Tampa's showing up? At Atlanta, you think that's a gimme now? You think that's a chalk up a W? And then closing out at San Francisco? That's a tough run for that team. Can't wait for Hopkins. But Satchmo's fantasy and the rookie running backs are league winners. I don't even know how. I don't even look at my fantasy team anymore. Maple Leafs are starting Eric Kelgan tonight, whoever that is. Third string goalie. So you're saying the over has a shot. Bruins and Capitals. Glad hockey's back. I can't. Washington hurt me in game 1. They're already on my poop list. I'd say the NBA Millennial League, the more games is in, the easier it is to get. You really need like to listen. That's not only that though, Michael. You hear me say it all the time. These cats, forget about the fact that I do a show at noon. All right. And I'm all for getting down early on games, whether it be overnight lines for baseball or getting way ahead of college and NFL football moves. I'm not sitting around. I got other things to do. I'm worried again. I'm a long-term guy. I'm looking at things, and besides the fact I got 2 kids and a wife, I sure as hell. Anyway, I'm not waiting for those chuckleheads. I'm like, come on, let's go. I'm not gonna wait for my kids. I sure as hell ain't gonna wait for some freaking guy making $28 million to decide if he wants to play a game. Nah, you can go pound salt with that crap. Not worth my time. Nope. That's why I'll make my money somewhere else when these fools are deciding if their vagina's hurt and they want to play today. Why do I like the over in MLB today? Because you got a Yankee team that hits homers, and you got a Cleveland pitcher who is a batting practice thrower. That's probably why I like the over today. Now, the Yankees still. I mean, I'm a Yankee fan. I'll always be a Yankee fan. Doesn't mean I like them today. I mean, I got Cleveland to win. I had Cleveland to win in 4 and Cleveland to win in 5. Part of me, though, like I said, I do like the run line with the Yanks. I might actually throw that out today. I might put a little something on myself. Again, baby bet, $150 or something small. And be like, I got a $1.50 on Guardians here at 5-1. I had $1.50 on them yesterday to win a 5-1 too, but or 325 rather. I think they were 525 and 4 and 500 and 5, whatever. Doesn't make a difference. It's a loser, but again, if you have a little bankroll, you could take a shot with 150 on against yourself. Smoked sausage yesterday. Oh my goodness. I call my wife, tell her I love her. This is my favorite show on YouTube. Great. I just feel like buying someone else's pick does not help me because I'm a better gambler. So that would be the only thing about buying someone's place. Here's the thing: like you come in, you learn, right? Most people who buy picks aren't people in the show, and I understand that because you're coming in, you want to see what I think, or any guy who does a show who takes questions. I mean, mine's like, again, I always make fun of like, the old dog, I'm old school, like Mike and a Mad Dog call in talk show. That's what this is. Like, I tell you who I like. And then I'm like, what do you like? Why I like it? Why I don't like it? I don't mind trying to educate people. But a lot of people who buy are people who they're not doing any work,
And you could tell that the people who buy them are not watching the shows, because like you have your promo, your week pass 31. Me and Nick have one on ESB as well.
Same kind of thing. And yet people buy an individual package.
Guess how many people buy the full price one on Picks and Parlays instead of going over to our site?
Everybody.
Yeah, exactly. It proves that nobody from this is actually watching, because we give out a lot of our plays. We just have them up there for records and stuff, and people buy them for people who don't watch the shows. That's why people who watch the shows, you're going to get a little bit more, because, hey, most of the stuff that we talk about, you're going to see up on the site. Yeah. So just throw that one out there. But I understand his angling on it. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's just they're but they also, I'm not like a huge salesman. Like you go to the sites to see people like, oh, I'm not a great hype guy. I say, hey, this is what it is, and that's that. Cut and dry, black and white. That's how we roll. You know, I have Vikes over wins. I like it, Sean. I like the Vikes. I said Minnesota in the north, Denver in the under. I'm not going to say no to anybody taking Denver today. Why? I mean, they can't look any worse than how they look when they come on TV prime time. Highly disappointed in the Braves and Dodgers. Don't beat this. See, here's the thing with baseball. Teams are going to lose. You're going to run into a buzzsaw. And the Phillies, maybe they should have, Max Fried was puking the day before, and they ran him out there. Maybe give him an extra day rest. Things just didn't work out for him. Strider was banged up. He couldn't pitch, and he's not the same guy. What are you going to do? You come into NOLA, Wheeler, two guys who are hot. I mean, the Dodgers, as much as, and we went through this lineup a bunch of times on the show because I'm like, man, these guys just keep winning run lines. They keep winning all season long. They throw out guys, and like I said, Anderson, Goslin, yours, everybody's 17-4 with like 2.50. Like, man, these guys are freaking awesome. Yes, they are. But again, like the Yankees, hello playoffs. You're facing good pitchers every single game. These teams don't have bad bullpens where a guy's going to come in and just get lambasted for like 5 runs on like 6 hits and walk 3 guys. That's not happening here. And if you look at the Dodger lineup, I don't want to say it's like the Yankee lineup, but Max Muncy's batting 200. Cody Bellinger. If the guy would have won MVP, I'd be doing this show from an 800-foot yacht because I had so much locked up on him to win an MVP after his breakout a couple years ago in the playoffs. The guy's a 200 hitter. Look at the lineup. Short of Freddie Freeman and Trey Turner, Betts hit 250. Okay, he's got 30 homers. That's the thing now. Everybody's, he hits homers. Yeah, he was homers and strikeouts. Advanced the runner. Again, their cleanup hitter was Will Smith, Justin Turner. The guy's hitting 230. What's going to happen when you run into guys who could strike you out? You're going to lose. The Braves, I think, were the worst strikeout team in the league. And this is coming from a guy who bet against both of these guys in this round. And how about I know people love it, like, oh, look at this, we get a wild card round and these teams get bye weeks. You think they're happy having a week off, killing their mojo? How do you think they feel right now, as opposed to playing somebody in with a jacked up rotation or whatever the hell the case may be? You think these guys aren't complaining? You think if the Yanks lose here, people are gonna be like, you don't think the Dodgers and the Yankees have any influence over what goes on in these playoffs? You think they're gonna come out and have these bye weeks again, or now to go back to the one game? Go back to the one game. Because honestly, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs if you're in a one game playoff. Win. Win your games in April, May, June, July, August. And then you don't have to worry about playing a one game playoff. Dallas Carolina Rangers puck line on the ice. What are these numbers here? Where's some ice? All right, the Dallas Stars against Winnipeg. They're 140. Did this line really move this much? Who else we got? The Hurricanes, again, on the road. It would be a puck liner for me there. That would be a little puck line frenzy. No, Dallas was a 140 the whole time. Again, that's like we get into the 140 range, whether it be baseball, hockey, even money line, puck line, goal lines, whatever the case may be. Run lines of baseball. That's about like the top of my door here in the 140 range, 130 range. Any kind of numbers. Yeah, I don't know, man. How about the Avalanche laying a short number tonight? No one's talked about the Avalanche. I mean, Carolina's got to be a puck line. Yeah. Ant's checking in from Vegas. Just waking up. You had a buffet? Love the Chargers. I kind of like the Chargers myself here, so I'm with you there. We got him in the chat as lead. Sorry for my rant there, gracious. Yes. I mean, seriously. Yankee game might get postponed. Wouldn't that be fabulous? They get postponed, and then they start the ALCS the next day. That might be. Listen, I'll tell you, the rain out does nothing but help the Indians. That is good for the Indians because then they can put somebody else on a bump. Here we go. Speaking of Terry Edelman, let's go wild. You can find Terry on Twitter Universe. He's part of the PNP family here. You can find him on winning free picks. He's a hockey guy. Hockey. Terry, I think we had the same picks in Total Chaos. I know I had Minnesota as my bonus play, and yours was what? Jefferson over receiving yards? I'm sure he got there. So I guess we had another tie. A team that depends on home runs struck out more than anyone else in MLB lost 4 games to the Phillies, who could string together hits. Yeah, the Phillies can string together hits. Now, what's going to come back and bite the Phillies' ass is their defense. It's going to catch up with them, right? We talked to them like, oh my goodness, Hoskins should have stopped that ball. That's the problem with Philly. That's their Achilles. Markel, have a good one, fella. Yep, we tied. All right. Both won our tiebreakers. Man, what are the odds? See you Friday. That's more NFL. Total chaos. All right, so Padres in 6, Phillies in 7. I got the lean on the Chargers here. The teasers have been terrible in college and NFL. Baseball, we got our Cleveland in 5 bet pending, but I'm kind of I don't know now. I'm glad I got that weather updated from the Bronx because I was thinking maybe Yankee run line here. What is the Yankee run line? Hockey. Who did I say I was kind of leaning on? I totally forgot who I sort of liked in hockey.
I think you said Florida.
Florida.
I kind of lean Boston though, but I will say, and I know Terry's here. So Nick's making me cap hockey more. So I kind of have a little segment on the ESB show now of the Tim's NHL play of the day, and there's always ridiculous plus money. Like my average, I'm 3-0, and I'm up 6 units on my NHL plays. Today, I went Colorado Avalanche puck line at plus 230 against the Wild. Sorry, Terry. But apparently the Minnesota Wild are trying to play football because they allow a touchdown in each game so far to the Giants and to – who else did they play? Oh, the Rams. Oh, sorry, the Kings and the Rangers. Sorry, Terry. I had to. But no, I'm on the Avalanche as my play of the day today.
I'd say maybe a little Avalanche puck line, maybe.
That's what I said, plus 230 area.
Yeah, we got that down. Like
money line on the side at minus 109. We were punching it in as we were watching the ECU game.
I like it. I like
it's
that. I like that Colorado.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Terry. The Wild have their backup goalie in Gustafsson or whatever his name is.
The Yanks are plus 50 on the run line tonight.
Plus $1.50 on the run line. I would go Cleveland money line before I go Yankee run line, but that's just me. But I've been on Cleveland all series. So
yeah, I've been on Cleveland all series too. I'm just looking at I'm taking this puck line. I'm actually going to.
I feel like Savali will be more of an opener if he can get through 2 innings, and then I believe Shane Bieber's available. And they have a couple other guys that they could use part of their thing because it's all hands on deck today.
Yeah.
But
yes,
we'll see how that goes.
I'm with you on Cleveland. I've had Cleveland too, but just one of those things I could see if the Yanks win, it's not going to be like a 3-2. It'll be a run line cover, you know.
Nixon, absolutely. Nicholas. At this point, anyone is better than Marc-Andre Fleury. If only they had someone like Cam Talbot. That was their goalie last year.
As I say, I don't even know what language this is.
That was their goalie last year. Anyways, I'm gonna leave before I get more crap in my I'm gonna end up getting crap from Terry in my private group chat. That's fine.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. We have, if I can find the banner for Morning Wood up next. Allie Burns, Detroit Lenny. You don't want to miss out on that. Have a good Monday, folks. I will see you on Tuesday. Teaser Tuesday. We might just call it Loser Tuesday because we have not been hitting our teasers. But we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.